Hey there, it's Matt, and in this video we're going to go through a comparison of gym leads and Zipline. So let's dive right in here because there's quite a few things that I want to point out here. So what we're seeing here on the screen at the moment is the gym leads dashboard here, and we can see here, some fairly basic stats here about the number of active leads and sales targets, etc. on this page. Looking at the Zipline dashboard here, this is an example account. One of the differences is that we actually allow you to have a custom logo up in the top corner. This is a particular client, Morgan Cape Fitness, just here. And we can see the actual pipeline of deals here in terms of the value of the leads coming through. So we can see the number of opportunities, the value that has been entered, and the conversion rate of those leads. Okay, and you can see this nice funnel view here that we can see 223 leads, 110 booked a phone call, 50 of those have attended so far, and then numbers of bookings and how many people actually signed up, right? So here's another example dashboard here. This is a F45 gym. This one here, we can see they have a much higher conversion rate of this particular funnel. And they're actually tracking deals all the way through, not just to when they sign up for the intro offer, but for joining the membership. So we can see all this here. We can see any tasks that are assigned to different users, and we can see some stats from their Facebook ads, Google Business, review ratings, and a few extra bits and pieces. Okay, so it's a little bit more comprehensive there in terms of the dashboard. Okay, the next one I want to point out is the sales pipeline. So the way it generally works in gym leads is that you can see per contact where they're at in their pipeline. So in this case, we're moving from basically a stage of lead through to signed up, just 4 stages here. You can still customize that to how you want it to be. And then down on the right here, we can filter to see just the people who are at inquiry stage, contacted stage, trial, or committed, or however you want it set up, right? So the view in Zipline is quite different. So what we have here in this example is it's more of a sales pipeline that you can actually move leads across from either manually or automatically. They still move through. So here we see this particular funnel has been built out to be lead, booked a call, attended a call, trial session, joined intro offer, and actually if they joined a membership. We can see the value of actual cash coming in from here, and then in this case the projected value of those memberships as well. And we can actually see the leads where they are. We can move them simply by dragging them around where they need to go, and dragging them as either lost, won, or abandoned there as well. So again, a little bit more comprehensive there in terms of how you can visualize where everything is at. And again, you've got back on the dashboard the overall funnel reporting of that, which I showed you a moment ago. Right, moving on here, we can also see the basic contact view or conversation view, if you like. So here in gym leads, we can see the details of each lead. We can click on to see what calls have been made, what appointments are made, notes, messages. If I scroll down a bit here, we can see the text conversation history here, and then separately we can see the email history just here of what's been sent, tasks, sign-ins, and history with the client. That history is a nice conversation view of everything that's happened just here. Okay, so looking at Zipline now, for example, we'll see that the contact view is quite different here. So what we have here is a conversation view where with any particular contact, we can actually see the emails, text messages, be they manual or automatic, all the way through. Now, one of the important things to understand the differences between gym leads and Zipline is the way the text messages work. So with gym leads, they will actually send the text messages from their own account, and it will cost 10 cents per text message packet. With Zipline, the cost is only 5.5 cents per packet. These are Australian costs that I'm giving you here. So it's roughly half the cost sending through Zipline. But the other thing is that you can actually control your opt-out messages with Zipline, because if you're having a conversation with someone text messaging back and forth, there is absolutely no legal requirement for you to put reply stopped to opt out and have a link at the end of it. Because again, you're going to be paying for that as well. So again, it's pushing your text messages out. If you have a message that's 150 characters and then you have your compulsory opt-out, it pushes it into 170 characters. Now that text messages cost 20 cents versus it could have cost 5 cents. So your text messages could actually be about 25% of the cost if using Zipline. I'll just give an example about what I mean with that. So on the screen here, you see an example text message conversation via Gym Leads. So it is great that it's two-way SMS. People can reply. So you can see up here is a test message from the system. It says reply stop to end, and there's a link to opt out. Then there's a demo reply from the client here, and then it says, we're having a conversation now. For example, hi Matt, sounds good. We'll see you then. And then it says reply stop to end, and there's another 20 odd characters there. Again, it's just a little bit weird in terms of how it feels from a client perspective. It's just not as natural. So yes, you can still on a broadcast type message put in your reply stop to opt out and set on your triggers. You can meet all your legal obligations with Zipline, but you have a lot more control over how much they're costing you and actually being able to just manually text back and forth. On that note there, you'll also see within this view, it's easy for us to hit send SMS or send email down the bottom, and we can simply just start typing here and we can send another text message just there. So very easy to jump in on those sequences with a manual message. And again, you can even do that on your phone because we do have on Zipline an app where you can just manage your messages just like a normal text message. Okay, so moving on from SMS and emails and things like that, you can also see here that you can see the status. You can easily flick someone to opt out here. You can see what active campaigns they're in, what stage of the opportunity stage we're at here. And then you can actually go into their full contact record here simply by clicking their name. And then that'll bring up all their general information here, as well as that conversation for that contact. And again, in terms of user behavior, we can see everything that they've done in terms of funnel pages that they've visited. We'll talk about funnels in a minute. When they've booked things, what appointments they've booked, what pages they've visited, all this activity we can see right here. We can see any tasks assigned to them, any notes you've added, and any appointments that they've had. Okay, so I'll just skip through that pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to talk about appointments now. And so inside Gym Leads, you can certainly manually add appointments for leads, and you can have your calendar or your team members' calendars displayed all within the Gym Leads app. Now with Zipline, it's definitely taking it to the next level because we're actually an entire funnel building platform as well. So for example, in this account, we'll see here that we have an entire funnel complete with landing pages, booking pages, survey pages, everything in here to actually get the client to actually self-schedule for that appointment. So for example, here we have this landing page. I'll bring up a preview of this just here. And I've just put some dummy information here to get started. It'll actually take me through to a page where not only, is it explained, yes, we're going to give you a call. In this case, we've actually provided an option for someone to either book in for a phone call, like, yes, I'd like to just call me, or book in for a free session. So they can actually click the free session and actually book straight in for a class. Or if they click the phone call, instead of you now having to just call them whenever, Zipline allows you to present them a calendar to self-schedule that call. So the client can simply come down here and go to find the next available spot for a phone call. And once they actually choose their time slot and go select date, you'll see all their information here autofills in the platform, right? So they can self-schedule, and compared to using things that don't actually integrate directly to that, we used to see, back in our marketing days when we didn't have Zipline, on a process of using another page builder and then a appointment scheduler like Acuity or Calendly, 40% of people would get to this page, and because they had to put their information again, even though they picked an appointment time, 40% of those people would actually drop off and not book, even though they'd chosen an appointment time, like crazy. So that's quite a big difference in terms of really getting bookings with people, the fact that they can actually schedule out, and you can send them booking links to schedule with you, be it for a session in person, a Zoom call, or a phone call, whatever it is you need to do. Okay, so moving along here, in terms of the automation steps, the process in Gym Leads is quite clean. You can set up your steps here in a automation funnel to send either SMS, emails, and there is some ability to set tasks in there as well and have them go out to certain audiences. Um, Within Zipline, the campaigns are quite comprehensive in what you can do. Yes, absolutely. You can send your emails, your SMS. Both Gym Leads and Zipline allow you to control the windows of when those messages are sent. For example, making sure that your text messages always go out during, business hours if you like, so you're not sending messages by mistake at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So you can do all the very similar things in controlling the windows. Okay, so you can see here, this is sort of laid out. You can see there's a 1 minute delay here from when it starts, then 5 minutes delayed. One thing about emails and text messages in Zipline is that our reporting is very comprehensive in being able to see the delivery rates, the bounce rates, open rates, and click rates instead of just whether or not it was delivered. You can even see more details in each particular email as to even who replied to it as well. So that's for both emails and SMS. And then finally, with the campaigns, the automations in Zipline, you can also do a number of extra tasks. You can send Messenger as well. So if they've connected via your Facebook page, Zipline integrates directly with your page. So you can manage your conversations with your leads, whether it's email, SMS, Messenger, all in the same place. And then here in your campaigns area, you can actually send automated Messenger messages as well. A couple of extra things you can do is you can trigger manual call or manual SMS functions here. So if you do want to have you or your team calling clients, there's a power dialer function in Zipline. You can just go through and ring them. You can actually dial out with Zipline if you want. You can leave ringless voicemail. So what that is, you can record an MP3, yes, and have it go as a message that just goes straight to voicemail for your leads as well. You can do wait timers. You can send out functions through things like Zapier by using webhooks or anything else you want to integrate with. You can also allocate tasks to yourself or team members at certain stages within the pipeline. Sorry, within the automation. Okay, so that's a quick overview of some of the comparisons of what you will see in Gym Leads or what you are seeing in Gym Leads and what you would see in Zipline. So just to conclude here, just a quick overview if you're not familiar with Zipline, just to run over the features again of the full capabilities. You of course have your dashboard that we saw earlier in this video. You have your conversations view, where you can manage those conversations, email, text message, messenger, your marketing, where you can create your automated campaigns, build your forms and surveys as well, which are extra features there. Your reporting, you can actually integrate with your Google ads, Facebook ads, it's all in there as well. Scheduling, not only can you have a calendar here, but you can actually have your clients, you can send them calendar links, you can have them have funnel pages. You could put the calendar onto your website if you want. You can embed that any way you like. Reputation management, you can actually manage your Google reviews and Facebook reviews here in Zipline. Contact management, you can run all sorts of filters, manage your contacts by tags in Zipline as well. Again, that's very similar to the capability that you can do in Gym Leads. Inside the funnels and websites areas where Zipline really starts to add more features. So as you saw earlier in the video, we do have a comprehensive funnel builder where you can build your landing pages. You can even integrate with Stripe and sell through your funnel builder with two-step order forms. And again, you can embed your forms, your surveys, your calendars wherever you want. It's all very easy with Zipline because you don't need to grab any code to do it. You simply select your form from a drop-down because it's all within the same platform. And again, one of the key points for Zipline is that sticky contact tech that we have, where information that's put in on a form on one page will automatically transfer through to something like a calendar or a survey on a subsequent page, making for a much more streamlined experience for your leads. This isn't just something that looks cool. As I mentioned earlier, we've actually seen that increase confirmed appointments by up to 40%. Moving through, you can even build websites and you even can build memberships. So if you've used platforms like Thinkific or Kajabi or all these different things that you host video content on to give password protected access to learning content, you can build that in Zipline as well. Okay, the triggers area of Zipline is what is, that's the brains behind Zipline in terms of if someone fills in this form, do this, and you can have them go into different stages of the pipeline, get emails, messages, have you or your team notified, etc. And then finally, the support service is both both Gym Leads and Zipline will present you with help videos. So for example, if I go into the help videos here, um, you'll see that you have a range of getting started videos and then topic specific videos and all the different capabilities. We also provide chat support here as well. Again, that's similar. We're very responsive on that chat support to you. But also, if we can't resolve whatever it is you're trying to do, then we will also send like video to you. So we'll record a video saying, it looks like you're trying to do this. This is what we'll send through to you. Or we will even provide support jumping on a phone call or a Zoom call with you to help you get the most out of your platform. Okay, so Zipline does a lot at the end of the day, and we make sure that our support is there to make sure that you can use all the features. And at the end of the day, make sure that you don't have to use it at all. Sorry, not at all. You don't have to use it too much because it's automating so much of your business tasks for you. So it's a quick overview there. If you have any questions at all on how Zipline works, then please feel free to get in touch. There'll be a page, there'll be a button somewhere on this page where you can reach out and ask a question or book in for your own call.